Good morning. Welcome to Put Together. I'm so excited to help you trade outfits you're tolerating because who wants to do that for ones that you love and make you feel confident. Thank you for joining. As you join, please don't be shy. Say hi in the chat. Let me know where you're joining us from. It's so fun to see where everyone comes to these from, whether it's all over the country or the world. Some of you get up early to join. I love it. Some of you are going to be watching the replay. So welcome to Put Together. I am going to start to share my screen with you. All right, can everyone see that? Are we good on the screen sharing? All right, perfect. So if we haven't met, I'm Jamie. It looks like Jammie, but it's pronounced Jamie. I will respond to either one. Thanks, Mom. I was a Hollywood stylist for years. It was fun. It was great for the resume. It sounds cool to say, yeah, I worked with Kerry Washington and styled for the NBA and red carpet and magazines, but it didn't really light me up the way that I thought it would to see my name in credits. What really lit me up was to work with women who had an impact and who I could help really feel and look the way they wanted to. Women just like you. I pivoted to virtual styling after I had my first baby and realized, okay, so these low-rise jeans things that don't come up past my thighs, has anyone had that postpartum? Put on the pants and it's like, okay, so we're not doing this today. When I realized this is a thing, I need to fix it. And this is hard after having a baby. And if I'm having a hard time as a stylist, navigating body transitions, I went from working in an office 9 to 5 to staying home with my son and doing virtual styling. If that was hard for me to get dressed, then how are women who aren't stylists navigating this? And I quickly realized that they weren't. And if you've ever had a hard time through body transitions or lifestyle transitions, dressing in a way where you've had to make a pivot in your wardrobe, but didn't exactly know how, then you are in the right place today. Can any of you relate to going through body or life transitions and feeling like you go to your closet and there's clothes, but there's nothing to wear? So you're not alone if that's you. Peggy says, absolutely. If you feel like you have a closet full of clothes and nothing to wear, you feel like you go shopping and nothing is ever working, nothing fits, you've got the bad lighting and someone's recommending this like super trendy shirt or pair of jeans, you're like, can I even wear that? Do I even know my size? Is this an outfit? Can I wear this? If you feel like you go shopping and maybe you do nail it and the shirt works and the pants work and you've got this, but then you bought it for the one event and now you don't ever wear it again and you don't get any real wear out of your clothes. So then you go back to being frustrated again. And you're staring at these clothes like, how do I even make an outfit? Like, I know I have the one outfit for the one event, but then like, what about Monday morning again, right? Or you're tolerating your work wardrobe. You're like, okay, I have clothes to wear to work, but I don't know what to wear on Saturday. Let me know in the chat, do you have more frustrating, I don't know what to wear scenarios around work or weekends? I feel like a lot of working women are like, okay, I know what I'm wearing to work, but maybe you don't love it. But it works, it's fine. And then you get to Saturday and there's soccer practice or errands, or maybe you get to do something super fun like brunch with your friends. And what do you wear? Is it weekends? Peggy says weekends. I feel like the most common is weekends. Those casual looks where you still actually feel elevated, but you don't, but you end up in leggings a lot of the times, or maybe in your work clothes because you don't know how to navigate that middle ground. Weekend attire is a big one. And then feeling like confident in putting together an outfit that feels polished and put together. More event type situations. I don't want to feel overdressed or underdressed. Okay, that's a good one. Events can feel overwhelming too, because it's like, all right, you got to have the right undergarments and the right shoes and the right bag and the right jewelry. So maybe you fall into that, like putting together a full outfit, like everything's held in, everything works for the dress code. Dress codes can be hard to decode and feel like, all right, I've nailed this one. I'm going to walk out the door. Events, you're probably getting in a lot of pictures. And when you're getting in photos, you want to feel really confident. Has anyone ever hid from a photo, even just like on a Saturday morning with your family? It's more photos of the kids or your significant other and less of you because it's like, oh, I'm just going to take the photo because I'm not feeling like 100% over here. But you're totally not alone if you fall into any of those or all of those categories. I certainly have been in one or probably all of those categories at some point in my journey, as have most of the hundreds, if not thousands of women that I have worked with over the past decade, probably 12, 13 years now, because shopping didn't used to be this hard, right? There used to be more of a selection and we used to be able to go with our friends and have fun shopping together. And you try on this shirt, I'm going to try on those pants. Let me try those pants too. What was your favorite store to shop at when you were younger, when shopping wasn't so hard and you felt like it was actually fun to go to the mall? It was a fun experience to get dressed. I, back in the day, I'm dating myself here, loved looking at like a YM or a Cosmo magazine and then taking that inspiration to the store. Rave, Deb, anyone shop at those places? The Delia's catalog was like where it was at. Hi, Kathy. Thanks for joining us. Anyone have a favorite store from where you were younger and you have like better memories of shopping where it was actually fun and it didn't feel as frustrating and overwhelming as it does today? I know a lot of my clients loved Rave as well. That's been one, and the Delia's catalog. Wet Seal. Oh, yes. Hollister. Can you still smell it? I feel like that smell just like never leaves you. You've never enjoyed shopping. Well, then you're in the right place. Because it doesn't mean it has to be like your favorite thing to do, but we can definitely make it something where it's not frustrating and it's not overwhelming and you can find things that work. And a lot of times I like to compare shopping for clothing to grocery shopping. So imagine you went to the store and there was a grocery list like this. Like, okay, cool. Alfredo sauce is good. Guacamole is good. Tortillas, cookies, you get it. But then you get that home and it's like, wait a minute, that doesn't actually make a meal, right? Like you have Alfredo sauce, but if you don't have the noodles and the chicken, it's just sauce. And it's not really going to work with anything. Guacamole is good, tortillas are good, but you need the filling to make a taco or the chips to make a dip. And you need more than that to really fill you up and make a meal. You've got some snacks, absurd, and no actual meal. And when we go grocery shopping and maybe you're hungry, you grab all the snacks that feel good, and you don't have a plan for a full meal, you end up with an incomplete cart that can't really feed you or your family, right? And it's the same thing with style. If you go shopping, I was on a call earlier this week with a client. She said, I'm going to the mall and I'm getting a wedding dress for my son's wedding. And I'm hoping to find like some cute spring stuff. I've lost 50 pounds and I need to replace all my spring wardrobe. And I was like, oh, hold the phone. Don't do that to yourself. Have you ever gone to the mall without a plan and been like, I just need stuff? Like she's going to this huge mall. And I was like, let's reel it in. Let me help you out here. Focus on the one outfit. Focus on the one meal, right? Get the earrings and the bag and the shoe and the undergarment and the dress and the tailoring and the makeup, like make your hair appointment. Focus on one thing, because if you go to that huge mall, you might end up with like a dress that's okay, but you have no shoes to wear with it. And you go to put earrings on the day of your son's wedding and there's, oh my gosh, I didn't pick out earrings because I just figured I had some at home that would work. Like, have you ever figured like, oh, I'm going to make Alfredo and I have some chicken, and then you get home and it's expired? And so you didn't buy chicken when you went to the store, and then you end up ordering DoorDash because you're not going back to the store, right? Same thing with shopping. You buy something and you figure it's going to work, and then the size is wrong. You don't have a shirt to put with it, and you're back to square one of nothing to wear. Or is that just me? Peggy says, this is my problem. I have a wide selection of clothing, but I don't know how to coordinate outfits with what I already know. Own. Shopping your closet can feel just as overwhelming as shopping in a store, and making that cohesive wardrobe that goes together. I totally get that. You are not alone, Peggy. One of my favorite things about style, when you are able to plan it and you are able to shop with intention and put together outfits, is that there's kind of this domino effect to it. Whether you are intentional about it or not, style is going to have some sort of effect on you. And it could go this way, like this list in front of you. Is there anything on here that you're like, yeah, I want that side effect of style? The side effects of style can be more fun, increased productivity, more disciplined lifestyle, more money, more present with your family, your people, your friends, getting in more photos, more confidence, feeling just an overall sense of like, okay, I look the way that I've always wanted to look. I feel the way I wanted to feel. Remember when you were younger and you put on an outfit, maybe you got one for your birthday or Christmas or some sort of special event, and you're like, that feeling, first day of school. That's one of my favorites. Like that first day of school energy. That's the energy. That's the side effect, the domino effect that style can have. And if you don't do it with intention, it can also have a side effect and a domino effect of low energy, low confidence, frustration, overwhelm. So we want to focus on, like, if we had intention, a spicier marriage, relationship, which one of these speak to you? Like, what would you want your number one, maybe number two choice? Tell me in the chat. Healthy self-image. I know for moms, a big one is a healthy self-image and confidence so that they can model that for their children. That's a really important one. I find items I like, then it's multiple of the same thing. Like a green t-shirt, and then you like the way it fits, and so you get it in pink and red and black and white, or a pair of shoes. My sister is that way, and I've definitely had clients that are that way as well. You find the one thing you like, and then it's like you didn't even go shopping because it feels like just more of the same. Like, okay, so I can still pair that with like the one pair of pants, even though it's different colors. Kathy says a healthy self-image. I love that one. That feels good. Peggy, look well put together no matter where I go. Yes, it can be a thing, no matter if you're going to the soccer field, the boardroom, a date night, brunch with friends, a vacation. Who doesn't? Have you ever gone on vacation and you pack your family, maybe you pack everything and it's like, okay, cool. So I am going to like overpack my suitcase with all these things I haven't worn in 3 years, but I might wear all of them, all 16 outfits for these 3 days. I might. And you're overpacked. And so you kind of just take that issue with you of a closet full of clothes and nothing to wear. And then you take a suitcase full of clothes. A lot of clients this time of year are like, I just want to go on vacation and feel really good. Like, know that I have outfits to wear and not be stressed and feel like I can enjoy myself. Anyone have that coming up? Vacations, something fun to do, and you don't want to overpack and still have nothing to wear? I definitely used to be an overpacker. There are some things that are keeping you stuck in these style struggles. So some of these things that you're mentioning of not feeling like you have things to wear on weekends or events or in your day-to-day, not feeling confident and put together. There's a couple things I want to let you in on so that you can be aware of what's actually keeping you stuck. Because you're going shopping, like I mentioned, without that plan, and it's like, well, where do I shop? I used to shop at Hollister and like, I don't know, I used to shop at Abercrombie. It's made a comeback. Do I shop there? Am I too old for that? Like, what do I wear? The high-rise jeans? How do I do that without looking like Urkel? What store is the associate actually going to be able to relate to me in? Like, do I have to go to like Talbot's? Or is there something in between? Have you ever felt like that? Like looking at a mall or whether it's online shopping, like, where do I belong? Like, how does this work now? Everything has changed in my life, but like, what store is going to work for that? Age appropriate is hard. Yes, it can feel hard. Like we don't need to go shopping at J. Jill and Talbot's, but like maybe Hollister and American Eagle aren't it either. It can be a little bit overwhelming, can't it? Like not knowing what your style type is, having clarity on the things that you really like to wear, the things that make you feel like you're making an expression, an outward expression of who you are on the inside. if you don't have clarity on what you like to wear versus what you like to look at, you can end up swiping up on an influencer's post, or we don't swipe up anymore, do we? Clicking on an influencer's post and buying an outfit because you thought it looked cute on her, and you get it home and it comes in the mail, and it's like going to change your whole life, right? Once you get that outfit that she had on, your whole life is going to be better because you have something to wear, you look good, you feel confident, and you put it on and it's like, what happened? Have you ever done that? Like, this is not the same. We're not the same. And a lot of times what happens is that you don't take your style into consideration, or you haven't gotten true clarity. And so you might like to look at it on her, but you don't actually like to wear it on you. So really getting clear on what you love versus what you like to look at is one of those aspects of why you end up with clothes that just don't hit right. And knowing your body shape, which is truly knowing, not just guessing. A lot of women I work with assume that after having a baby, they're bigger in the middle because they've gained weight in the middle, things are a little squishier. And that's just not really the truth. You have to truly find out what your shape is because the data doesn't lie. It's just numbers, and knowing those numbers is power. Knowledge is power, and knowing your body shape. So another thing that's happening when you look at something on someone else and you think, oh, I want that on me. If you're not aware of your body shape and their body shape, that can be a big reason it doesn't work out for you. And then not knowing and curating a wardrobe for what you're doing with your life. A lot of times what happens when women open a closet full of clothes and they have nothing to wear, it's because their body has changed, their lifestyle has changed, their taste has changed, and they don't have clothes for what they're actually doing in their life today. And so if you're not considering the pivot you've made in your lifestyle with your wardrobe, then you are constantly going to feel like you have nothing to wear. Say you went from corporate to work from home. Maybe you're work from home creative or hybrid. The suits and the heels and the pencil skirts aren't working for the work from home days. Or maybe you went from corporate to stay at home mom, and those sheath dresses are not working on the playground, and those heels are definitely not getting worn. And so often, even though we get dressed every single day, we don't transition our wardrobe with our life. And so those clothes that served a former version of you were great at the time, but it's time to update them for the version that you are now and where you're going, so that you have something to wear for the actual things you're doing in life. And a lot of times this same thing happens when we look at a picture of someone on the internet, whether it's Pinterest or Instagram, and we're like, that's cute, I want to buy it. It doesn't match your style. It doesn't match your body shape. It doesn't match what you're doing. A lot of times influencers will take a really cute, curated, well lit, well angled, all the things go into that still photos, and that's not what they're wearing. That's not what they're doing. They have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, and they're doing pickup line, and they're getting on conference calls for Zoom, and they're showing up on video, and they're not wearing those heels and that jumpsuit. Like, that's not really what they're doing. But you think because they have 2 kids your age and they're doing these things and they're wearing that, those heels must be comfortable and that jumpsuit must be great and I need it, but it doesn't actually line up. So not having clarity around these things can get us stuck. Kathy says, I have the worst time shopping anywhere, cannot find colors and styles that are me. And then to find something in my size that works is almost impossible. Yeah, there's so much out there. And then you go to look and it can feel like there's nothing, right? It can just feel super overwhelming. And something we can do so often is have clothes that are fun to buy. So you find something, like you mentioned earlier, you find something and you buy it in a bunch of colors. Doesn't mean you have a bunch of outfits, right? So just because you have that one thing. Or another mistake we often make is buying the fun, sexy statement piece, right? Like, okay, cool. If you look at these pieces on the screen, they're all great. They are all things I have recommended to clients. The joggers are great. The dress is great. Love the wide leg trousers, but like, you can't make an outfit with these things. So like my client who was going shopping and was like, I'll just get a little, a few things for spring. This is most likely what would happen because you get drawn into the marketing and the weather and the trends and what the sales associate wants to make a sale on that day. And it all looks good and fun. And sometimes a pair of snakeskin boots are going to fit you a lot easier than the actual jeans that you need for your Monday through Friday, right? That's more fun to buy. It always fits. It's a shoe. It's great. But then, like, do you have something to wear it with? Do you have somewhere to wear it to? And just because you're shopping and you find something that works does not mean you've found outfits for a wardrobe. This is what a cohesive wardrobe could look like. You need the basics. How many of you feel like you have the basics in your wardrobe? Like you've got that nailed, like you have the pieces that fit you, your lifestyle, your style type, that make full outfits. Excuse me. If you have the basics, you have outfits. We reach peak allergy season. And this is what you'd like to shake them up a bit. I totally get that. Basics, to be able to shake them up, you have to have the basics to shake them up. If you only have pieces to shake them up and don't have basics and keep putting that off, you're never going to have complete outfits. And so being able to add, Peggy, your personal spin on the basics is what personal style is all about. So I'm glad you brought that up. This is Lauren. She is a client of mine. In every photo here, she has on the same jeans and t-shirt. So this is what it looks like to shake it up, to add personal style. She's a mom of 2. She's a business owner, a wife. And she needed a wardrobe that worked for her. She's a jeans and t-shirt. And she's like, Jammie, I love jeans and t-shirt, but I'm so bored. Like I just wear a white or black t-shirt and a pair of jeans. And it just, what is that? Like, that's not inspiring every single day. And so what we did together was we found a wardrobe that worked for her jeans and t-shirt. Don't change everything about you. When you find what works, you can buy multiple things, but knowing how to change that up is where true style comes in. So you can see this was for fall and winter. All the personality. She loves leopard print. She loves belts. We had a lot of fun with belts and bags and chunky necklaces and chunky jewelry. We were able to really shake it up. Not always. Laura says, not always. I think I have basics, but then it seems like they don't go with what I actually want to wear that day, like jeans, wrong length for the shoes. Jeans and the wrong length for shoes. My denim masterclass has been such a hit because the jeans and shoes thing is a real thing. Peggy says, this is exactly what I need to do. Change the accessories to go with the basics. Black t-shirt and wide leg pants. That is great. And being able to rinse and repeat what you have is a game changer by adding your personal style to that. And knowing, okay, what kind of jeans do I need? How do they fit? What kind of shirt works for my shape, my weather, my lifestyle, my style type? And then having clothes, there's a difference between putting them on and styling them, as we saw. But I really want to show you, this is what Lauren was. I mean, she's beautiful, right? The clothes don't make her more beautiful, but they're pretty boring just to have on a t-shirt and a pair of jeans. And that's what she was wearing most days as a stay-at-home mom. And then when she started working again, once her daughter got a little bit older, she was like, so this isn't going to work. Like, I need it to work for mom life. I need to be able to visit clients. And so we took that same outfit that she might have when she's playing with her toddler. She might be wearing it, feeding her toddler a snack in the morning. But when she goes to meet a client in the afternoon, that's just not going to cut it. And so she needed something that worked for her life, but didn't cause her to have to, really change everything up 3 times a day, because who has time for that? And didn't want to change her style and have to go buy all new clothes. So this is what can happen when you take something from basic to styled. I love this because I always thought basics were boring. and I want my personality to come out, like my golden velvet duster and tie-dye jacket. Basics are boring in and of themselves, but when you truly understand what you're working with your body and your style and your lifestyle, and you truly know how to make those basics work for you, it truly is a game changer. I love her look of the basics and t-shirt with all the options. Me too. Like, you could rinse. What she's doing is just rinsing and repeating, right? She's got that same formula. So one of you mentioned wide leg jeans and a t-shirt. Same formula of basics, that same silhouette, being able to rinse and repeat more of the same while making it less boring is the secret sauce. That's the sweet spot you want to live in with your style. But if you don't know the skill of style, if you don't have that skill of knowing, like, okay, how do I find my style type? How do I find my true body shape? How do I figure out what I need to actually get dressed for, not just what looks cute on a rack? That is a skill. Style is a skill that you can learn. And it's a skill that I teach inside of the style method. Manya says, what do you recommend for people who strongly dislike jeans? It's a sensory issue for me. Most jeans are too scratchy at the waist and suffocating no matter how loose I go, bordering on 90s sagging. I feel you. Have you ever, I'm going to challenge you on this one. There are lots of options like wide leg pants and pull on pants and chambray versus denim. But I want to challenge you. Have you ever tried premium denim? Have you ever tried stretchy jeans? To me personally, if I offend you, I offend you. This is a personal opinion, and this is why style is personal. But Old Navy jeans are a dumpster fire. Like, Old Navy jeans just don't cut it for me. Old Navy jeans feel like scratchy, stiff, yucky. And when I started branching out and trying some of the jeans that I recommend, and you'll find inside of the style method in that denim class, then it's a game changer. It opens up, like, I have a pair of jeans that I can wear sitting at my computer at home all day long and not be uncomfortable. It's a game changer to try new things. But you have to know, where do I go to try these new things? And which one is going to work for me and my body and my budget? I used to enjoy 7 for Mankind. 7 for Mankind was my very first pair of designer jeans. That used to be, I remember trying those, and now looking back, like, oh my goodness, they would be uncomfortable today. I was a lot younger. I think they were low rise. They were stiff. They did not work for me. They've probably come a long way now, but there are so many options out there. And I want to introduce you to the style method, because that's where I share all of this knowledge. Inside of the style method, you learn all of those basic foundations. You learn how to define, how to put language around what your true style type is. So you're not just guessing and copying, because when you copy someone else, you are discrediting yourself. You're not holding the power. And I want you to hold the power to be able to put on blinders and go to those stores that are overwhelming and be able to know, this is what works for me. I can appreciate that cute dress. But if I put on a white Free People flowy dress, I look like I'm wearing a white potato sack. And she looks beautiful in her 6 foot size 00, and that is great for her. But I'm 5'5", very curvy, very size 6 to 8, and that just doesn't translate. I also don't stand in fields very often without children crawling all over me with mess. So although that picture looks great, the dress looks great, the marketing is wonderful, that's not going to work for me. If I buy it because it's pretty, it's not serving me. And I want you to be able to go to stores or go shopping online with your blinders on, knowing what is going to serve you. And that is why I created the style method, because it is the fundamental basics that, yes, in and of themselves, basics can be boring, right? But once you master the basics and the skill of style, you open up a whole new world of possibilities for yourself. Because once you know, oh, that's what works for me, that's what I can rinse and repeat. Once you know how to edit your closet, shopping, just so you know, is the very last step of style. I don't care if you're shopping at Neiman Marcus or you're shopping at the thrift store, you can do it on any budget. It does not matter, but it's the last thing to do. And typically, without the skill of style, most of us are going shopping first. Has anyone tried shopping first to improve your style? Oh, I have nothing to wear, so I'm going to go shopping. And then maybe you ended up doing more of the same with that. Has anyone ever been in that scenario where you go shopping? You have to know how to go through the basics so that you can end up styled, just like the final photo here, or like we saw with Lauren. Because once you learn your style type, your body shape, and how to dress it, you know what you need to dress for your actual lifestyle. Thanks, Peggy. Thanks for being here. And you know how to edit your closet so it's only full of clothes that you love, right? Could you imagine going into your closet and everything works? Everything is seamless, cohesive. It fits you today. You're not like, have you ever gone through your closet like, yep, that's from 10 pounds ago. That's from when I had a job I enjoyed. That's from when I loved to get dressed. And you just talk to yourself in a negative voice every time you go through something that's a no. I want to teach you how to edit your closet so it's a bunch of yeses. And the way that you talk to yourself matters. The way that you talk to yourself affects how you see yourself. The way that you see yourself affects how you act. And the way that you act affects the type of life that you have and that whole domino effect of style. It affects those around you. It affects those looking up to you. It affects everything. So if I can teach you how to see yourself differently, how to feel differently, you're going to show up differently, you're going to act differently. And those side effects, that domino effect of style, are going to be yours for the taking. And it all starts with learning the basics. What was your favorite domino effect? Let's go back to that. Like, why are you wanting to learn the skill of style? What is your style goal? Is it to be confident? Is it to have better relationships? Is it to make more money at work? Because if you don't nail your style and you're a working woman, you are leaving 20% on the table. 20%. There's a study that was done, and I have proven it over and over again, except for I've disproven it in the fact that it's never 20%. It's always more than 20% when clients put the effort into it. When you show up the way that you know you can, it changes everything. And so whether it's energy or money or focus or joy or being present, that is what the skill of style is going to give you. I find that I get stuck in a style rut with wearing the same things. Yes, because your brain wants to make things easy, right? Our brains are like, let's cut the clutter, let's make it easy. And you go to the same thing over and over again. But when you get really clear on your style, and you know the basics that work for you, and you know the silhouettes you like to wear, and your closet is edited and everything works together, you know that you can take that skill and put it to work. And you will have the tools. One of the style sessions inside of the method is teaching you how to put different outfits together, how to take something from your closet and make 3 outfits. I don't like rules. It's guidelines, not gospel. But there's one rule that I'll stick to forever and ever. And it is that you should be able to wear everything in your closet 3 ways. If you can't wear something 3 ways, it's not serving you well. Outside of events where like what you wear to a gala is not going to be worn 3 ways on a Monday, right? But this blazer, I can name 3 outfits that I can style with this blazer off the top of my head. And it's not a corporate stuffy kind of an outfit, because that's not what I'm doing in my day-to-day life. So it works for my actual lifestyle, whether it's pairing it with a pair of jeans and a silver heel, or a pair of faux leather shorts and tights and high boots, or it's with a pair of wide leg trousers for something a little more professional. I can go to my closet, take this blazer, and build 3 outfits with it that would work for something I'm doing in my day-to-day life. And that's what I want for you. I want you to be able to get out of your style rut, get out of your head, get out of copy and pasting everyone else, and truly learn how to implement the skill of style. So inside of the style method, you'll see here, you get this roadmap to what you need to know when you go shopping. You get style sessions that are quick, bite-sized, easy to listen while you're doing dishes or folding laundry, and easy to implement, because once you take this skill, you will be able to know how to shop, where to shop. And then if you see something, have you ever seen something like, okay, let's take this white t-shirt, for instance, in this photo. It's a designer, so it's a higher price ticket, white t-shirt, V-neck, and it's kind of cropped. And you like the idea of a white t-shirt, but maybe you're more like Lauren and you want the crew neck and you don't want it cropped, you want it a little bit longer. Well, how do you find that? Or maybe you're like, well, what if I would rather have like a white button down? So in these guides that are included in the style method, I don't just say, okay, there you go, bye, have fun, go shopping, go to the mall, go to the interwebs and be overwhelmed once again. No, I give you the tools that you need for success. So I make sure that you're set up with a checklist for everything you should have if you're starting over, or the basics that you need if you just want to make a small capsule. And then where to shop, how to swap something that seems a little too edgy, maybe like a leather jacket. Like, that's just not my jam. I'm not going to wear a leather jacket. But I want a jacket. Like, I like how the outfit comes together. What do I need? So I teach you by style type, which you figure out and get clarity on in the course. I teach you how to take that and go, okay, now I know what to buy and where to buy it from based on my style type. That maybe a leather jacket doesn't work for where I am or the weather or my style type. What do I do about that? And what's really cool about a course is if you are someone who is a little bit more self-motivated and you want to either like take your time and go through this in the course of 6 weeks, or you're like, let's get at this. Like, I want to do this now. I'm serious. Then it's up to you. You can take it at your own pace. You can consume all of the content and then get to work, boots on the ground, or you can take it bit by bit. Let's take it week by week and do a one at a time and really feel like you've gotten clarity and really just work it into your busy life. Whichever one works for you, you are able to do that with access to the style method. You also get immediate access to everything. So you can download everything as soon as you join. And what's really cool about this is we've talked throughout today's class about you have body transitions, you have weather transitions. Maybe you've moved somewhere and you have a complete weather transition, not just season to season, or your job transition. Your kids are getting older. And so the way that you do life just changes and what you wear changes. And the thing about the course is that you have lifetime access to refer back to the method. This is the same method I use for one-on-one clients, the same method I use in my closet for my personal style. And I refer back to this method time and time again. If I'm like, I'm just not feeling inspired, like I need to shake it up. And I'll just take pieces of it after. I don't need to go through the whole thing again. I recently updated it last year with a whole new curriculum. And all of the students that had access to it prior to that, they get the new curriculum and updates as well. So I'm not going to leave you with old, outdated information. I also recently updated the denim. There's a denim masterclass bonus in here to finding jeans that fit, because most of us struggle with that, right? Do you struggle with finding jeans to fit? I recently updated it because when I originally recorded that, it was all about skinny jeans, like styling skinny jeans and how to find skinny jeans. And that's just not where we're at. And a lot of women I work with want to know, well, what if I don't want to branch like way outside of skinny jeans? Or what do I wear and what shoes do I pair it with? And what length do I need? And how do I know, not to look like Y2K low rise, but also not like Steve Urkel up to my boobs here? Like, where's the middle ground? And that's what the denim class teaches. And so as styles are updated, as things change in the fashion world, as they do, which is what leaves so many of us behind so often, right? Like, I just learned how to pair skinny jeans with shoes and I nailed it. I got all the different kinds of skinny jeans. I got all the different kinds of shoes and I just like got really comfortable with it, and you change it on us. Well, the fact is that skinny jeans were in for a long time. And so it has changed now. But with access to a course like this, you have access to the most updated information out there so that you can refresh, like, okay, let's see, what do we need to know about denim right now? And there is a denim shopping guide in there as well. So it's my current like favorites by, everything plus petite, tall, what kind of stretch, what kind of budget, what kind of length do you want? All of that is in there, what my favorite brands. So the style method today is on sale for you for $147. And normally the course is $247. So I'm giving you $100 off because it's spring. Like, do you feel the spring in the air? Like the change, and you're wanting to get dressed and you're wanting to do this well. Like you want to know what to buy. You want to know how to shop your closet. You want to know how to put outfits together that feel complete, not just like we showed Lauren earlier in a t-shirt and jeans. So like you really want to do it well and then not think about it again. Like, have you ever been in a scenario where you maybe went out with friends, maybe you're at a concert or dinner and all you're doing the whole time is like adjusting your jeans or the button on your shirt or something just isn't fitting right. And your mind is so focused on yourself because what you're wearing doesn't work. And my goal for you is for you not to even think about your clothes. Put them on, you know what you love. It's a more fun, enjoyable process when they fit and you like the clothes, right? You put on the clothes, you get dressed, and then you go enjoy your life. Because it's not about the clothes you wear. It's about the life you live in your clothes. And I believe that to my core. And I want women to experience life to its fullest. We spend so much time on everyone else, making sure that the kids look great and the husband looks great and the friends get the advice from you. But then we put ourselves on the back burner and we try to copy her style because she looks cute and she knows what she's talking about. So if I just buy that, then my whole life will be changed. And then you open the package and your life doesn't change and you have more stuff that you spent money on and you never make it to the post office to return the stuff that doesn't work and didn't change your life. And then you just have more stuff in your closet and you're more overwhelmed every time you go to get dressed because it's just more and more of the same. And you're just ready for a change. And spring is the perfect time for a change. And we're a little bit ahead of that new season, just enough time for you to like grab the course, get in, start now, and really implement what you learn. Get a pair of jeans that fit, get a pair of jeans that you love, that are comfortable. How does this sound to you guys? I'm gonna put the link in here one more time. You can check that out and take a peek at the course, take advantage of the sale. But I don't want you to just like hear it from me. I want you to know what other women are saying because there are, I'm not exactly sure, over 500 or 600 women who have gone through this course already. And we talked about vacation earlier. Like, oh my gosh, I was able to put together clothes for a vacation and not be stressed and then show up for vacation photos, get in the pictures and not worry about it because this is the domino effect of style. These are women who are actually enjoying their lives. This is Marnie. She shopped her closet. Only thing she bought was a pair of shoes. That's everything else she had in her closet. And how stunning does she look? If you're able to really know and get clarity on what you like and how to put outfits together and truly know the skill of style, you are able to hold your own power and not give it away to the sales associate, the magazines, the trends, the influencer. You get to be the woman in charge because you have clarity and you know that you can do this. And these women are continuing to show up, to get excited. And a lot of them are moms who want to be able to teach their children. Are any of you here that don't know about style because maybe your mom didn't teach you anything and you want to change that and you want to be able to show your children how to put together outfits? It feels so often like I should know this. Like I should know how to get dressed, right? But it's not your fault. Maybe you weren't taught. Trends change so fast now, it's unreal, which is why I teach the basics. If you know the basics and you have confidence with the basics, you can add trends on when you want to and not pay a lot for them. Just dabble in the ones that you really like, but not truly be committed. And know that you have the basics because everyone else that's grabbing for trends is just trying to grab a hold of something that feels like them. And I want you to stop grabbing a hold of something that someone else loves just because they love it. And I want you to hold on to something that you, because you love it and it works for you. Everyone in my family has better style than I do. Usually my husband buys my clothes, minus the scratchy jeans. You are not alone in that. I definitely have had women who joined the course as a gift from their husband. Their husband like wants to help them feel empowered to do this. I've worked one-on-one with clients who got it as a gift from their husband. And it's been a really, really fun experience to watch women evolve and be able to truly know how to get dressed in a way that lights them up and serves their life and makes them feel good about their closet. Now, there's nothing wrong with a husband buying you your clothes. I think that can be fun and exciting. But if it's something that you truly want to learn, it's something you can learn. You bought your husband one of my spring guides. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to welcome you inside. I hope he liked that guide. That was really fun. I did a men's guide once. I love styling men. But the women keep me so busy. I haven't had a chance to do it again. I'm so glad. That kind of gave you a peek at what it's like to work with me then. I taught a lot of tips in that guide on how to style the clothing and put the outfits together. And so it is time for you to have that for yourself as a woman and be able to apply that skill to your closet. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited to have you. I hope to welcome you into the style method. The $147 price is only available through Friday. And so I want to encourage you to take advantage of that so that you can start living your lifestyle. Because I don't care where you buy your clothes from. I don't care if you spend 1 penny on shopping or not. It's not about shopping. It's about curating a wardrobe that you love so you can go live your life. Because when you live your life in style, it really has this much to do with the clothes. It's the style that you live your life. Are you living it out of energy and abundance and confidence? Or are you living it out of thinking like, oh my gosh, my jeans don't fit. Am I wearing the right thing? My bra is not working anymore. Like this, I'm falling out of this shirt. Or I feel like my stomach is just not working in these pants. Everything feels hard when our outfit is not working. We are consumed with our own thoughts, and those tend to be negative thoughts about ourselves, which pulls down our energy and it pulls down our joy and it pulls down our ability to be present with our people. And I want you to be confident and fully present. I want you to stop tolerating your clothes. This method will work for your weekend wear, for your work wear, for your event. You will be able to truly hone in on what works for you and your individual lifestyle and body shape and style type. And I'm just really excited for you to get your hands on it, to start listening to the trainings and to find your perfect pair of jeans, because it can happen for you too. It's not just for her. Do you guys have any questions about the method? Any questions about how it works, or if it would work for you? Do you have an issue that you are feeling stuck in and want to know, like, would this work for me too? I am happy to answer any questions. One question is that I get often is budget. This is for everyone. If you shop at the thrift store or Poshmark, or maybe you do invest in pieces, but you only buy 1 or 2 a season, this will work for you, because this isn't about shopping. This isn't about budget. Although I do recommend different stores, I recommend on different budgets. This is about learning a skill. This is the foundational basic. This is not like, let's go shopping together and have fun. That is for after you find your style. If that's something you want to do, it's something you'll be able to do, but you'll never be able to do it well if you don't learn the style first. So budget does not matter. I would rather you invest on the skill and holding the power of knowing your true personal style than trying to shop your way out of bad style, trying to shop your way into a better wardrobe. You cannot solve your style struggles with shopping. It just doesn't work that way. Another question I get often is, I am plus size, I am petite, I am tall. Does this work for me, or is it just for average size? It's for everybody. My method is not for a certain budget. It is not for a certain shape, it's not for a certain size. My method is for everybody because I enable you to learn about you. I teach you, I give you the tools you need to have the skill to learn your unique body shape and how to dress it and your unique style and shop your closet to create outfits that you love. It has nothing to do with height or shape or size. It is for everyone. This is something where you'll start to implement it and your friends are gonna be like, well, you did something different. Like, I like your outfit. You know the difference between like, I like your outfit and I like your, like, that's a cute shirt. But when you get the compliment of like, you've really been dressing well, or I really like your whole outfit. And that's the difference in style versus just buying something and putting it on too. It's you're really embodying all of that. And then you're just, it shows. If you're not comfortable and you're not confident in your clothes, it shows. If you are comfortable and confident, it really shows. And that is definitely what I want for you. Any other questions from you guys? I'll stay here for just a second if you have more questions, but it looks like we're good. I hope I answered everything. Send me an email if you have a question afterwards. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something that you can go and start to implement, really putting together outfits from the basics. You are welcome. I can't wait to welcome you inside of the Style Method. You have until Friday, I believe, for the $100 off. So I hope that you take advantage of that. And thank you so much for joining me and for being here this morning. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.